watching this video, it's because you're wondering, what can you do to boost views on your already published videos? Or what can you do to boost views on your whole channel for that matter? I'm sharing everything I'm learning in real time, and I like to share the best tips to make it easier for you. But don't take it from me. The best piece of advice I can give you to create engagement on your channel is to do shout outs of other people's channels. You know what that means if you've been here before. It's shout out time. In this video, I'm shouting out another small YouTuber named Molly House. So check her out. You're seeing her on screen right here. And her channel will also be in the cards and in the description box. Okay guys, let's get into this topic for today. So I was actually just sitting down at my desk to look at my latest video that I published, which is this video right here. I wanted to see how it's performing compared to some of my other videos. So instead of sitting by myself at my computer, I thought, wouldn't this be so much more fun if I brought you along with me? So I'm going to grab my laptop, start a screen recording, and I'm going to show you what I do to boost my videos if, you know, they're a little sluggish out of the gate, and I'm not really happy with that. This is the video I told you about, YouTube Growth 2020. It's ranking 3 of 10, which I'm not super excited about because I am super excited about this video and I think it's got great information for people in it. So you can see that the views are up for this time period. So your girl's not really known for her patience, so maybe I just need to be patient. But also, and the watch time is up. So that's telling me that the content and the tips that I put in that video are really good, but it's just not performing the way I want. So I checked into this as I normally would, and the first thing I noticed was that my keyword that I go after was not in properly. So now I've gone in and fixed that. I'll show you in the details. I really like to target the tag YouTube Growth 2020 because that's what I do content on. Didn't have this in. I just had YouTube Growth in, which doesn't really work for me being a little YouTube channel. I have to narrow it down a bit more. And once I did that, and then I actually changed up some of my description as well. And I wish I would have shown that to you, but I was kind of just doing my work that I do and then was like, this is a great video for people. So then I go on to a whole nother browser. So I am using Safari because I never use Safari actually. I only use it when I'm doing this, and I check to see where my video is ranking if I type in the search term YouTube Growth 2020, and see, look at the spelling mistakes. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, and then I scroll down to see where I come up, and we want to obviously have our videos come up relatively high in the search. This video here clearly isn't performing as well in the search engine as this video here or this video here. So we're going to talk about some reasons why, what I'm going to look at, and potentially some changes I'm going to make to some of the things. The first thing I'm going to do is check out the thumbnail. Thumbnails are really driving views to channels more than anything else. People are clicking on a thumbnail that they like. The first thing I'm going to look at is my thumbnail and where it's sitting in terms of all of the other, but more importantly, as compared to where my personal videos are placing. And this one here is getting the most support from people, and it's getting the most support from the search engine. So it has this yellow background, which the reason why I did that, and I did that when I went through this process that we're going through together for this video, I noticed that like this one feels yellowish, this one is definitely yellow, yellowy orange, yellow, definitely yellow, definitely yellow. So I had seen, oh, and yellow. So I saw that yellow was something that was really sticking out for people. I'm going to actually make a whole video for you guys. I want to talk to you guys a bit about color and a bit about how that sells to your customer. So definitely subscribe if you haven't yet, because you're going to want to watch that video. And if you're wondering what the heck is she talking about when she says selling her video to a customer, you're going to want to watch this video right here, where it gives you a whole new way to think about your channel to drive success on it. But let's jump back into this. So I had changed that thumbnail to yellow. So do I think that the video we're talking about stands out? Let's go back to YouTube dashboard and look at a couple things. So I'm going to go to videos first. It's going to show me my top performing videos there, and this one, the ideas for small YouTubers, and this one here, which is more ideas for small YouTubers, YouTube growth. Those are my top videos, and those are also the ones that were coming up in the incognito search for YouTube growth 2020. So it's no wonder that they're getting supported. So let's just check into them really quickly. So I'm guessing by looking at this that it's probably the yellow video that's driving the most traffic, and it's the one that comes up first. So that's telling me something. And it's also the one that's still getting clicked on. So that thumbnail is working, and I'm going to remember that. Now, I want to go back to the video that we're talking about. Okay, so we're back on this one. We're going to go to his analytics here. So it's too early for me to see the subscribers that I've gotten on this video. So far in the first 24 hours, that video has gotten me 16 subscribers, which is pretty good. It's probably going to end up outperforming the other videos. Now I just need to get it to rank higher in the search and increase potentially the click-through rate. So that is what we're checking, and I'm just going to scroll all the way down because I want to get to the tags. And as you guys know, I really love TubeBuddy. I really love using that as an app to help drive my channel. There's a link for it down below if you haven't checked out TubeBuddy yet. But I can double click a keyword to get more ideas on that tag. And I'd just like to see sort of, is there any tags that I'm missing out on? And so perhaps I want to change up some of these. So what they're showing me is some of these green ones might be a little bit better. And you know what? YouTube niche ideas is actually relatable to that video. So I'm going to add it and make some adjustments up there with keywords. So to summarize this all up for you, this is what you want to do, is give your video about 24 hours and check in and see how it's performing. If it is not showing up in the incognito search for the keywords you are hoping for, start to look at that video and see if there's reasons why. In my case on this one, which I didn't film for you, sorry, was I had my keywords not in right and it wasn't showing up then for where I like it to show up. So I fixed that. The second thing I do is I look at, once it's placing, if I've fixed up keywords or whatnot, if it's placing, I look at where it's sitting compared to the other thumbnails, and if there's a trend in the top thumbnails, so I'm really going to consider changing up my current thumbnail. The thumbnails are going to drive that traffic. So that's an adjustment that I might make, but look at your other story of thumbnails and see if there's something you can learn from them, because you might need to change your thumbnail to get a better click-through rate. The last thing I do is I look at my other videos that are in that niche that are performing well, and I see what I could steal. So the top performing video for me, the one with the yellow background, I will give this current video a couple more days, and if it's still not boosting up, I'm probably gonna go and copy and paste a bunch of the keywords or a bunch of the tags from the yellow background video and add them to the current video, because those tags are working better potentially than these tags. It could also be a time thing, so I'm going to give that another 48, 72 hours. But that is how I do an audit on my channel. That is how I do an audit on my video to get them to perform as best as they can. If you haven't subscribed yet, you definitely want to do that. And if you want to see those 2 videos that I've been talking about, the other popular ones, they are going to be here for you. So thanks so much for hanging out with me again, and I will talk to you soon.